Hi everybody, my name is Lex and today I'm talking to you about my rolling project pan. It's a pretty decent update, I will say. I have a rollout, so that's always good. I have two rollouts actually. So yeah, let me talk you through what's been going on this past month. Up first, I've been working on my concealer from The Ordinary. The packaging broke, so it's depotted into here, and I don't know if I'm like gaslighting myself because I think I might like see a little bit of progress in this like area expanding out and like becoming more empty, but I also just don't know if that's just because I've been using it for so long that I'm just wishing that there's progress, visible progress. Um, I don't know, I might have to go back and watch one of the old videos. Like, I rolled this in January. I should watch my January video and compare. But I've officially used this over 200 times now, 207 to be exact, because I used it 10 times this past month. And I'm just kind of ready to move on to something else. I know I wanted to use this up because it's no longer in its original packaging, but I think I'm willing to like put it down for a little bit, work on something else and come back to it, because I think it'll be okay. It hasn't had any change in consistency yet, and I've been using it for 6 months, so I think it should be okay, and this is a small enough, airtight enough container to keep it secure. So I will be rolling this out now that I've used it 207 times, all in all, and instead I'm going to focus in on my Technic Conceal and Blend concealer. Um, there is not very much left. As you can see, there's the plastic here. I will be digging out like everything I can from the component, but there's not too much left. And I only use this as an eyelid primer before I put on my eyeshadow, same as I do with all my concealers. This originally had 7.5 grams of product, and I'd say there's maybe like 2 grams left or something. Like, I don't know, it's not going to be a lot. Like, if I scroll it all the way down, you can see how much product has already been used up, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't flushed to the packaging to begin with. It like stuck out a bit. I've also just owned this for like ages, like years and years and years. It smells a little bit like crayons, but you know, I'm gonna finish it up. There's not much left. I'll finish it. Then my powder, I was using this Code Glow Color oil cut powder, and this was 6 grams of product. I got through this so quickly. I only used it 29 times to use it up. I used it 7 times in the past month to bring it up to 29 uses, and then it was gone. For the last use, I even had to dip into another powder just to finish off my face because I didn't have enough for my whole face. This did not keep me matte at all. Yeah, I didn't really like it very much, and for how much I paid for it and it being a Korean brand, I had higher expectations, but it wasn't very good. So I'm glad it's at my collection. In its place, I'm going to roll in this powder. This is the Makeup Gallery Smoothly Does It Pressed Powder, and it is in the shade Sand 4. I was concerned when I bought this that it wouldn't really be a good match for me and I might just have to use it as like a light bronzer or something instead because it looked pretty dark. And I'm used to like white or translucent powders, so I was concerned. But this actually is a really nice shade match for my like summer color. That's why I've decided to roll it in now. I've used it 3 times so far this month, which really shows you I haven't been doing my makeup very much at all. But I'm gonna keep this in. It's 12 grams of product, and I go through pressed powders faster than I do loose powders, so I'm gonna keep this in until it's finished. I was gonna leave it until I hit pan, but I think I'm gonna leave this in until it's finished, because I think I can finish it in like 2 months. So I'm gonna give myself 2 months to finish this. If not, I can always put it away and like roll it in next summer, but if I can get it done now, that would be nice. I always use a powder, I get through powders quickly, so I might as well try. I haven't used my blush at all this month, so I'm not updating you on that, but in my Comic case, I've been using this highlight here in the shade Candy Trip, and you can see it's the only one with like brush marks and a lot of disturbance in the pan. It smells so good. It smells like a powdery perfume, which is a nice scent to me. It might not be a nice scent for everyone, but Yeah, I originally rolled this into hip pan, but I realized that these are really deep pans, and I actually enjoy using this with a brush, which I don't typically do, but for this I really enjoyed using it with a brush. So I instead changed it to a 50 use goal, and I've used it 5 times this past month to bring me up to 13 uses, which is pretty good. 13 at 50 is decent, and especially since I'm rolling a lot of highlighters out of other projects now, this should be getting more focused soon. And I really like it. It's a nice, like, ever so slightly pink kind of highlight. It's pretty good for day to day because it does have a bit of shine, but it's not like mega glittery, so it's not like overly dramatic or anything. Then I have my watermelon lip gloss. I've used this 9 times in the past month. I want to use it 50 times because 50 times is just a good dent in any of my lip products. I used it 9 times in the past month for a total of 22 uses, so nearly halfway. This shade is just too light for me, so I've been having to mix it with other stuff because this shows up like too light. It looks funny, and no, it's not really my thing. Last month I rolled in a new lip balm. This is from the Body Collection, and it's the vanilla scented lip salve. I wanted to get 50 uses on this as well, and I've used it 16 times so far. The reason I don't like these Body Collection lip salves is, as you can see, it's all like rubbing off the packaging and stuff. So yeah, I know they're only cheap because I think I paid like $1.50 for 3 or something like that, but still, it's just frustrating when packaging is just like bad. This is it rolled all the way down. These are like pretty high above the packaging when you first open them, and I feel like I've made progress. I've definitely rounded it off. It's also like, because it's been pretty hot, it got a little bit melty in my pocket, and you can see there's like weird dents and stuff around it. It's a little wonky now. But yeah, I'm gonna keep using it for the time being until I reach my goal. But it's a nice scent. The vanilla is really lovely. I like it. My bronzer in this project is this PS Bronze Glow. It is repressed, so it looks a bit funky, and I feel like I am making a slight dent down the bottom here. I don't know if you'll really be able to see much of it, but that's kind of where I focus my brush. And I'm hoping to hit pan. I've used it another 6 times this month because I've also used another bronzer in between. It's a nice colour, and since it's been in my collection I've used it 83 times, so yeah, it did almost have a pan in it before it all shattered and I had to repress it, so now it's going to take me twice as long to get to pan again, or to get it as close as it was to pan. But I'm not worried. It's a nice bronzer, and I don't get bored of bronzers. Like, I can use the same one every day, and that's fine, because a bronzer's just a bronzer, you know? Then my Collection Glam Crystals Metallic Liquid Liner in the shade Blue Skies 4. You can definitely see, like, a little bit of windowing, and when the product settles, it's to about by here. So, like, about the A in Glam, I'd say. I used it 4 times this past month, which is really decent, honestly. And I only want to use it 20 times, so I'm getting closer and closer to that goal. It's had 12 uses in total, so I'm getting closer, and I think in a few months it should be done. Then my hand cream, the Creighton's Argan Oil hand cream. I've been thinking I'm going to finish this for like 2 months, but it's finally done. I used it 18 times this past month to finish it up, so more than I thought I'd have to. It had 102 uses in total, and it was a nice hand cream. It was very moisturizing. They still sell these, but they're more expensive for a smaller packaging. I had a big rant about this in my empties video, so like if you're interested, go watch that. But like, yeah, I probably won't repurchase these simply because of the shrinkflation. I have another one of these though in the cocoa butter scent, and I think that one might be one of my favorites. Like, I love anything that smells like cocoa butter usually, so I'm excited to try that when I get around to it. But in its place for now, I'm rolling in this Inecto Naturals Ultra Hydration Hand Cream. It's got coconut oil in it, so it's quite nice. And this one I find is very non-sticky. It absorbs into your hands pretty quickly, but it's not drying like some hand creams that absorb quickly, you know? It's not like the most moisturizing, but it's still good. It's still nice. I like it. And I can't tell exactly where it is. I feel like it's got to be around half full because this was in my 50 Shades of Black project pan last year because of the black writing. And I used it, I'd say, maybe about 20 times in that project. And now I've used it 3 times this month. So it's at 23 uses, and I feel like I've used quite a bit of it. The reason it still looks really full is because I can definitely feel there's like a big air bubble in here. Anyways, I want to get my bigger hand creams used up so I can move on to the little ones that fit in my pocket. I had to use a different hand cream when I went the other day to a concert with my friend because I was like, I just can't fit a big hand cream like that in my like tiny purse. It was a really fun concert as well, mind, but yeah, I love going out with my friends. It's really nice. I love seeing them. It's I don't always get a chance to see my friends, but when I do, it's really fun. Then I've got the Victoria's Secret Temptation. I used this 8 times this past month, and I feel like I'm so close to my goal. Part of me wants to just roll it out, but I think I'll keep it in for 1 more month just to like get to where I said I was going to. I think maybe within like 4 uses I should be there. This is really taking a while though. Like I'm getting way more uses out of this than I thought I would. This has actually had 72 uses already. So I think maybe around 75 uses I'll reach that quarter and can be done with it for now. It's not a bad scent. It's just not my preferred scent, and it's definitely not very summery. Yeah, it's supposedly luscious apple and desert flower, but that's not what I get. And my perfume in this project was my Solid perfume in this green packaging. I've used it only once this past month. It is a musky floral, as I say, and it's quite nice. I like it, and you can see I'm a little over halfway maybe. I tend to like scrape it out with my nail because that's much easier than trying to just like rub your finger in it because nothing comes up then. But I like it, and at least when you use a solid perfume and you like rub it into your skin, I feel like the scent sticks around quite a while. They're doing roadworks outside my house and I can hear people honking their horns. No respect for me filming my YouTube videos. But yeah, I've got another one of these in another project, and then I'll just have 1 more of these left because they came in a set of 3, and they were really nice. I did enjoy them. I would consider getting solid perfumes again. They were quite good. But yeah, that is everything in this project, and I will see you next month and show you how I've been progressing. I'm not sure what's going to be finished next month. Maybe if I focus up on the lip products, one of those can be out, and this is kind of just a mystery how long this is going to take because I don't know exactly how much is in here, but it feels quite light. So it might not be long at all. Yeah, I'm not too sure there's anything that's super close to finishing, but I'll keep you updated anyway. So I'll see you all next time. Bye!